Mark by 8, if he knew anybody else that was going to be capable of hitting that shot, he knew Extra was going to be able to hit it. I've seen that plenty of times with Extra as a teammate. Infield, Seiko top spins.
Slot that one away, Seiko. Have a look at the placement here from the man, the myth, the world champs MVP. Top left corner. No save in that one, Shogun.
Just small mistakes. One double commit in the corner. And BDS knew that they could get that infield off without being challenged. Infield's not as effective anymore as maybe they once were. But still, if you can get them off without any real challenge, anyone on the pressure on the ball, then that is as clean as a shot as you can take in this game. And Seiko gets the reward for turning on the challenge. Monkey Moon, there's the receipt for the earlier demo. Now another infield. That one's not going to happen though. Dorito cuts that one away. A crucial, just over a minute left here for G1. They really need to get this win.
Oh no!
That's not going to help him. Mark by 8 scoops the ball out of his net.
Wow, out of nowhere, the pitch off the sidewall. Mark by 8 though, a great save. And I mean, you said it before, it's almost like he knows these guys like the back of his hand. He's played with Extra and Monkey Moon so many times we saw last season. And it's paying off here. He seems like he's got eyes in the back of his head. He just knows what BDS's next move's going to be.
Mark by 8 would love to go to another LAN. It's been a long time now for him. Coming up on a year. There's the bump. What a goal! Sniped him off the backboard, and Mark by 8 was ready. Brilliant communication from G1.
2 bumps, 2 goals here. G1 again. This time it was Dorito. It wasn't Atomic down the other end. And Mark by 8 and Dorito, well, they team up for that one. G1 finding the physicality. This is a massive change up from game number 1, Shogun. And clearly a directive right now from this G1 unit. Get physical, look for those bumps.
I'm just so impressed with the trust that has been shown on those bumps as well, because the second man is not positioning in a necessarily safe spot. If that goes wrong, then that is leaving the third man in a lot of trouble on the counter-attack. But they are fully of the belief that that play is going to work. Now Dorito is styling onto the backboard, but that is in a playable spot now for Seiko. Mark by 8 can't get the ball. Seiko reset, wanted to go low. Not entirely sure if he did actually finish off the reset, but we are going to finish off this game with a victory for G1. So whilst on the main stream we've got a real match, Leaf elsewhere,
it's kind of rude.
What's happening?
All the fake matches, what's happening around those is the teams that, again, I've been keeping an eye on here. Oxygen actually is just about to drop a game to Monaco, so they'll be tied 1-1. SAW took the first game off of German Amigos, another team that they're trying to hold on to that 5th place spot. And they're tied 2-2 currently in the second game. So they're struggling against SAW right now. Moist did win that overtime against Tundra, but Tundra is up at this point. Quadrant is definitely get their dubs over Sonic at a 4-1 right now. And Vitality, another team in that mix. They're up 1-0 against Williams Resolve, but it is tied in game 2, about to go into overtime. So honestly, close matches for all of these teams fighting for those top 5 slots right now. Like, it is not a given for any of these teams.
I mean, the worst thing possible that can happen is, CJ, is German Amigos go out today, because that would leave the teams around them, your G1s, your Moist Esports. They're all around, they're all within that point range where 4 points would be easy to pick up on, and they're not far off.
Oh, I want to see them all in the top 8, these contending teams right now. And
play each other. We never get those. We keep hyping them up, but they just never happen.
But it's so good when it does happen, though, because you just get qualification match after qualification match. Mark by 8, he doesn't want any of that. He just wants to make it a clean G1 top 5 this regional. And look at that for a shot. Dunking it over the top of Extra. G1, they have found something, Shogun. They're lifting here.
Am I going to say G1 or am I going to say Mark by 8? Because he's been involved in everything.
Oh, no.
Kickoff. Straight for it. Rio. That was a lot of power. Didn't even stop moving. It has been Mark by 8 for me. That has just ripped them apart over on BDS. And this is where those heads might start to go down a little bit. Another demo. Mark not going to be able to stop anything from Monkey Moon as he doesn't quite make contact, and now we're just demos all over the place.
Dorito, 2 demos back to back. The aggression coming out, and Mark by 8, as you said, he's capitalizing on this. BDS, they did win the last matchup These two played each other, but right now it's looking dangerous. Seiko can't get there. G1 get their second on the board.
And, well, this is not how you want to see that one go in. I can't tell if that's just an outright mistake, CJ, or if they had marked by it in the mind, that he was right behind them, maybe looking for a demo. Either way, that should not be happening.
No, they were both in the same spot there. No real third man, and both caught out by the power on that clear coming down the other end. So, again, we said in game number one, BDS, they go up, but then they just have these moments, Shogun, where you're thinking, hang on a minute, this isn't the BDS that I know. Unfortunately, we've been saying that the whole season.
You just wonder what's happened. Why, of all teams, the team that got well known for just hitting the ball cleaner than you even can possibly imagine, and they just, now that seems to be their Achilles heel. Just hit the ball clean and they panic.
Right pass from Monkey Moon. Wow, pre-jumping that one and just pinching it straight down. Extra gets the finish. Great positioning from him as well into the, off the post bar down, but Monkey Moon, I mean, there's something about this man, Shogun. Every time, even in this series, you just pop your name, you look at the scoreboard for one moment. He's always up the top, no matter what he's doing on the pitch. He's a stat magnet, but Mark58, his former teammate, does not care about that one bit.
I mean, Mark58 will not get a cleaner shot available to him. And yeah, this game has been BDS's season, I feel. There's been the moments. There's been both sides of the coin, really, where you just go, okay, that is incredible. How on earth can you even anticipate playing against something like that? And then there's been the, okay, but how has that gone in, lads? Like, what is going on?
They've had fantastic results. I'm not talking about overall in these regionals, but they've beaten Oxygen in the first regional. These guys they still got it. This BDS team is what I'm trying to get at, but they're just letting in these easy goals too often.
The whole region is just all hoping that they don't have that one tournament where it all starts to click. Because that, for me, is how it feels at the moment. We are waiting for this team to click. They are getting themselves back into this game. Swing game to give yourself 2 match points, or only a 1 goal off now.
Extra is just coming. He's been alive this series. He's coming alive here, and it's good to see because Extra, as I said, he's just been a little bit quiet so far. He hasn't been that all-encompassing second man that has just been dominating. And right now, if he can get alive in this series, well, they're going to be one step closer to taking this one out, or at least regaining some momentum here.
I do want to kind of play a little bit of devil's advocate for Extra, because I feel like he is one of those players that reads the game better than anybody else. But also, based on what I've seen from some BDS matches, these have been very difficult games to